So I guess they're saying Uncle Phil was gay. I mean, I can kind of see that. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thumbs up.
In Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
Comedy,
Earlier this week,
some Comedy Hype News.
Godfrey would cause some controversy over an old clip resurfaced online. In the clip, the comedian is being interviewed, and during the conversation, he alleges that actor James Avery, most known for portraying Uncle Phil in the iconic sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, was gay. During the initial interview, Godfrey would explain when he first started doing comedy, he was working as an audience coordinator 1 year for the Gospel Awards, where Avery was in attendance, along with Mike Tyson, Farrakhan, and several others. There, Godfrey explained the atmosphere backstage was lively and gay. I saw him. He was flamboyant. I was like, this is Uncle Phil? Uncle Phil is Aunt Phil? He was like, girl, he was such a great actor. You would never know.
You know who else was gay? James Avery from The Fresh Prince. Wow. Uncle Phil, gay as hell. Yeah.
Wow.
He was gay. Because you know how I know? I had to do audience coordinating for the Gospel Awards when I first started comedy in Chicago.
In that same interview, Godfrey would also mention Reginald VelJohnson, known for playing Carl Winslow in Family Matters, as another figure who hid their homosexuality. Now, of course, social media would negatively react to the resurfaced clip, with many claiming the information was irrelevant. When the Ricky Smiley Show's Instagram page reposted the news story, several social media users would take the opportunity to voice their displeasure. One user wrote, I have no respect for a person that does this when the other person can't defend themselves. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. One more social media user would agree and ask, and we needed to know this why? Another social media user would add, I thought we already knew this. While one more online user chimed in, why was that his business to tell? Let him rest in peace. The negative outpour regarding Godfrey's commentary caused the comedian to take to Instagram in order to issue out an apology. Godfrey would explain the initial interview took place during COVID, and when he saw the backlash, he decided to take accountability and apologize.
I owe the public an apology, and I owe Mr. James Avery, rest in peace, an apology. There was a video that's going on that's been trending, and it's me doing an interview during COVID. I think it looks like during COVID, and during COVID, I did a lot of podcasts and interviews and stuff like that. And when I looked at the video, I said, I wonder where that's from. And I'm saying that James Avery, he was gay as hell. James Avery from The Fresh Prince.
Wow.
Uncle Phil, gay as hell. Well, I was describing a situation when coming up in Chicago, I was doing the Gospel Awards. The Gospel Awards, I was audience coordinator, and I had seen James Avery. I was talking about that story. I used the phrase, oh yeah, he was usually gay as hell, you know. And I saw all the backlash. I didn't really look at all the comments, because, you know, when you look at comments and you start arguing with people, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold myself accountable. And to say that was distasteful the way I said that, and to a man that I respect, highly respect, James Avery, rest in peace, it was disrespectful to him, his family, and to people who are fans of his. And I had no intention of being that disrespectful. I just was talking loosely as a comedian, and it wasn't cool. So I just want to take the responsibility myself, hold myself accountable. I'm not going to, you know, go and try to analyze. I wanted to explain it a little bit, but also throw an apology out there to James Avery and his family and fans too. So that's what I want to do, because I always believe in holding myself accountable. Hey man, I call people out too. And I even said it. Hey man, if I'm doing something wrong, we all got to call each other out. We all got to call each other out, especially as a community of our folks, black folks. We all got to call each other out, and everybody else too. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that I'm authentic. I'm an authentic person. I'm not perfect. And if I feel like too many people have been hurt by that, I appreciate you guys calling me out. So I want to apologize. All right? Peace.
Godfrey's caption for the post read, my apology to the late, great James Avery, his family, and his fans. Now, it seems as though many online users were appreciative of Godfrey's sincere apology, as they let him know in the comments under his post. Actress Holly Robinson Pete would comment under Godfrey's post and wrote, "Thank you because I knew him and he was a lovely man. So sweet, so amazing. I thought your comments were really out of pocket and juvenile, and I am a fan of yours. But accountability is everything, and so a few people are ever that." In addition to Pete, media personality Mike Hill would also jump into the comments by saying, "Stand up, guy. We all make mistakes. It's how you recognize, admit, take accountability, and move forward that determines who we are. You could have just let the smoke die down because I hadn't even heard of any backlash, but you stood tall and took responsibility. Respect to that." Now, throughout the years, rumors of Avery and Vel Johnson's sexuality have been discussed. However, due to the death of Avery, many found it distasteful to speak on someone who cannot defend themselves, especially considering Avery was married to his wife Barbara until his death in 2013 after complications from an open heart surgery. So, what are your thoughts on Godfrey's apology? Let us know in the comments below. Stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell and select all so you receive notifications to all of our content and not just some. Check out Hyperscale for all your cool and original merchandise.
That's Comedy Hype. Y'all can check them out. They have over 1 million subscribers. Good job. I've been rocking with them since they started like a couple years ago. So now they had 1 million subscribers now. That's really good. Shout out to Comedy Hype for this video. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad he was able to make, that's part of being a man. You make a mistake. But you know what? I kind of figured that he was, him and Uncle Carl Winslow kind of figured that he was gay. Remember that episode where Uncle Phil popped up on at the end of the show? They had Uncle Phil walk through the door. He's like, "Who do you think I am?" Because it was a line from the show. And he said, "Who do you think I am?" The rich uncle from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then he popped up at the end. He surprised them. But yeah, you could just kind of tell then, like looking at that part when they came out of character, they kind of was kind of oh, I can kind of see them being on the LGBT side of the game. I remember seeing that as a kid, like Uncle Phil. I was like, what is he really? Or you know what? He may have been bi. He could be bi. There's a lot of bisexual men. Men had little women and men and women. You did so, and maybe his wife was cool with that. Rest in peace to him. It's good that Godfrey came forward and apologized. He looks different. He looks like he lost weight. His face looks really skinny. You know what I'm saying? Compared to like a couple months ago, his face was kind of thick. He looked not like I'm checking him out like that, but you can tell somebody lost weight or gained weight. I'm just saying he looks small. I ain't trying to say, I'm just saying, he looks smaller than a couple months ago. He looks really skinny in the face. Versus if you look at him, you see how thick his face was 4 years ago. But I guess everybody's joy was a little bit thicker when the pandemic year and a half. How long did that shit last? Like a year and a half? That was crazy. Anyway, y'all, leave your comments and subscribe to Charles and Nezra. The thumbs up button.